Macadamia nuts are often called the queen of nuts, and for good reason. These buttery, rich, and slightly sweet treats aren't just delicious, they're also among the most expensive nuts on Earth. Native to Australia, now grown in Hawaii, South Africa, and Central America, macadamias have traveled far and wide. But have you ever wondered what makes these nuts so valuable? And how are they processed with such precision? Every step is packed with care, tech, and tradition, from hand-picked harvests to robotic sorters. Curious to see what goes on behind the scenes? Stick with us, because what you're about to see is a masterclass in food engineering. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into how your favorite foods are made. Macadamia nuts grow on evergreen trees and are harvested when they naturally fall to the ground, signaling full ripeness. In commercial orchards, mechanical sweepers collect fallen nuts daily or weekly during harvest season, which typically lasts from March to September. Timing is critical. Delays can lead to mold growth, while premature collection risks immature kernels. According to the University of Hawaii, average yields range from 2 to 3.5 metric tons per hectare annually. Globally, Australia and South Africa are the top producers, with Australia harvesting over 50,000 tons of in-shell macadamias in 2023 alone. Once gathered, the nuts, still in their green husks and rock-hard shells, are quickly transported to processing facilities to preserve quality. Once at the factory, the first step is dehusking. The macadamia nut is covered in a thick, green, leathery husk. Specialized machines spin and roll the freshly harvested nuts, using sharp rubber rollers to squeeze and tear off the husk. It's a dirty, noisy process, but critical for quality. The husk must be removed within 24 hours of harvesting to prevent overheating and mold. After dehusking, the nuts, still in their shells, are separated by size and density. Lighter, immature nuts are discarded. The clean, husk-free nuts are now ready for drying, the next vital step to reduce moisture and extend shelf life. Freshly dehusked macadamias contain about 25% moisture, way too high for storage or cracking. The nuts are placed in large drying silos or trays and subjected to warm, circulated air. The drying process may take 1 to 2 weeks, gradually reducing moisture to around 10%. This slow drying keeps the flavor intact while preventing kernel damage. It's a balance of time, temperature, and airflow. Overdrying can make the nuts brittle, while underdrying risks spoilage. At industrial plants, sensors and automated controls monitor the humidity and temperature continuously. Once dried to the correct level, the nuts are stored temporarily until shelling. Macadamia nuts are infamous for having one of the hardest shells in the world, harder than a coconut. Cracking them without damaging the soft kernel inside is an engineering feat. In the factory, high-precision mechanical crackers use pressure-based methods to crack each nut one by one. These machines are equipped with sensors and rollers that apply just enough pressure to break the shell without crushing the kernel. Even a small mistake can ruin the whole batch. After cracking, the kernels are separated from shell fragments by air blowers and vibratory sieves. This is where the macadamia kernel first reveals itself. Once shelled, the kernels vary in color, size, and shape. Some are whole and round, others broken or discolored. High-end factories use optical sorters, lasers, and even X-rays to inspect each nut. Whole nuts are graded into sizes, such as style 0, largest, to style 4, smallest. Broken pieces are also categorized for baking, oil extraction, or snack mixes. Defective or moldy nuts are rejected. Hand sorting is still used in some plants to double-check quality. This grading process ensures that only premium nuts make it to gourmet snack bags, while the rest are diverted to secondary uses. Roasting macadamia nuts enhances their rich, buttery flavor and extends shelf life. Studies indicate that roasting at temperatures between 150 degrees Celsius and 160 degrees Celsius for 25 minutes preserves nutritional quality and sensory properties, while higher temperatures, e.g. 170 degrees Celsius, can degrade these qualities. Cite turn 0 search. Roasting reduces moisture content from approximately 1.5% to 1% and water activity from 0.62 to 0.38, improving storage stability. Cite turn 0 search 2. This process also imparts a slight crunch and a warm, nutty aroma. Some factories add vegetable oil and salt, while others opt for dry roasting to maintain a healthier profile. Quality control teams sample each batch to ensure consistent taste, aroma, and texture before packaging. After roasting, it's time to flavor the nuts. In large rotating drums, freshly roasted kernels are tumbled with seasonings: classic salted, honey roasted, garlic herb, wasabi, or chili lime. Flavor powders are applied evenly using fine mist oil sprays to ensure each nut is coated perfectly. This step adds a gourmet twist to the already luxurious macadamia. Some specialty factories create limited edition flavors like truffle, smoked paprika, or maple bourbon. Quality control teams sample every batch to ensure consistent taste, aroma, and texture. Once flavored, the nuts are cooled before heading to packaging. Macadamia processing facilities adhere to strict hygiene and food safety standards, following frameworks like HACCP, ISO 22000, and BRC Global Standard for Food Safety. These certifications ensure high-quality, safe products for international markets. Regular testing for mold, aflatoxins, and microbial contamination is conducted, along with moisture content and oil quality checks. Advanced labs perform chromatography and shelf life tests. Workers follow strict sanitation protocols, including protective clothing and sanitation tunnels. These rigorous processes ensure only the safest, best-tasting macadamia nuts pass inspection and reach consumers. Quality control is key to maintaining product integrity and food safety. Packaging is more than just putting nuts in a bag. It's about locking in freshness. Macadamia nuts are prone to oxidation, which makes them go stale quickly. That's why most factories use nitrogen flushing before sealing the packets. This process pushes out oxygen and fills the bag with nitrogen, keeping the nuts fresh for months. The nuts are packed into vacuum-sealed pouches, tins, or jars, often in resealable formats. Labels include origin, grade, flavor, nutritional info, and expiration date. Automated packing lines can fill and seal thousands of units per hour, ready to be shipped across the globe. Once packaged, the macadamia nuts are stored in temperature-controlled warehouses until they are shipped. Trucks, ships, and planes carry them to major retailers, supermarkets, gourmet stores, and online sellers. Cold chain logistics are used for bulk shipments to prevent oil spoilage in warm climates. Retail-ready products are packed into cartons with barcodes and batch codes for easy tracking. Export documentation, customs clearance, and certifications are handled with precision. In just a few weeks, the nut picked from a tree in Hawaii or South Africa could land in a shopper's cart in Tokyo, New York, or Dubai. Macadamia factories are becoming greener. The tough shells, once discarded, are now crushed and used as biomass fuel, mulch, or even activated carbon. Husk and shell waste is converted into compost or energy. Oil from lower-grade kernels is cold-pressed and sold as premium macadamia oil for skincare or gourmet cooking. Some processors use solar-powered drying systems and rainwater harvesting to reduce their environmental impact. Sustainability is a growing focus in the industry, especially as consumer demand for eco-friendly products rises. Even the packaging is shifting toward recyclable materials and biodegradable pouches. Macadamia nuts are expensive, and now you know why. From hand harvesting to slow drying, shell cracking, grading, and global shipping, every step is labor-intensive and costly. The trees take years to mature and produce limited yields compared to other nuts. Plus, the fragile nature of the kernels means high losses during processing. Add to that the careful quality control and flavoring techniques, and it's no surprise these nuts command premium prices. But for nut lovers around the world, the rich flavor and creamy crunch of macadamias are worth every penny. From orchard floors to luxury snack packs, the journey of a macadamia nut is anything but ordinary. It takes science, engineering, and passion to turn a tough shell into a creamy, flavorful masterpiece. Inside high-tech factories, each nut goes through cracking, drying, roasting, and flavoring, with precision at every step. So next time you bite into a macadamia, remember, you're not just eating a snack. You're tasting the result of one of the most advanced nut processing operations in the world. Did this change how you see your food? Then like, share, and follow for more behind-the-scenes stories of your favorite treats.